Oh, guys, I'll be right back. I swear. Try and start early and then something comes up. Oh, how many people popped on and left because they didn't see me, or how many people have stayed on just to kind of stare at this bait wall right now? Oh, there's a lot. What is happening, everyone? Got a little sneak peek at the bait wall. Hope I like that. 7 thumbs up, 10 people in here already. My goodness. The support. Josh, what's happening? Jeremy, how you doing? Lonzo, happy to see you, dude. Simon, what's up, Bay Boy? Okie Fisherman, appreciate it. John G's in the house. Man, the dude got off work. He's in here. That's what's up. Guys, let's just, you know what? Huntsman, appreciate that. Finally. Real Fishing Channel, what's happening? Yes. Finally popped my deer cherry. This reel right here, Premier, the Revo Premier, I like it. My goodness, I like that reel a lot. I'm a big fan. Larry, listen, there's a whole lot more going on over here. Like there's quite a bit going on over here, but it's not near what I want it to be. Not to mention the drawers that are just full of baits. My goodness gracious. Yeah, 4-legged jerky walker. Oh man, Break Steel's shop watching, making baits. Heck yeah, dude! What is happening? Better than the Tatula? I wouldn't say it's better. I would say it's right up there. It is right up there, especially with the price point that I got it at. But I was able to throw it this past weekend fishing with Jeremy, fishing the Lone Star. He's on vacation right now. He's in Florida. The dude's super important. He gets to go to Florida right now. But yeah, I got to throw that Abu, that Revo Premier, and it is smooth. It is smooth. I was just throwing a light square bill on it. And yeah, big fan. Big fan. Casting the wind great. Sounds good too. Feels good. Ergonomics are good. I like the handles on it. It's in the car right now, or else I'd bring it out here and show you, but I don't want to leave again unless you guys want to see it. So, Lane, what's happening? Fishing Southeast, what's up? So, yeah, I like that reel. I like that reel a lot. Let's just jump into this. I want to tell you guys real quick. I mean, we're like 4 minutes in. I was wrong. Now, what I was wrong about was my initial impression of the Megabass SV3. I was wrong. I've taken it out and I've thrown it. Now, I haven't caught any fish on this bait yet. I've not caught any fish on this spinnerbait. But I was wrong in the fact of the first Trash or Pass series that I did when I said I wasn't getting much feedback on it. I really think it had to do with just that day. It was extremely windy that day. It wasn't the rod because I threw it on the exact same rod on a calmer day. I've thrown it in some ponds. I've thrown it at the lake, and I can feel this thing thump. So I was wrong about this. This has got great feedback to it. I still like the V9 better. I got more hits on the V9 than I have on this yet, but I just want to let you guys know that I was wrong. I'm man enough to admit it. I do think that this is a great spinnerbait. My first initial impression, I was wrong. So, yeah, there's that. Now that that's out of the way, ooh, feel a lot better about that. Had to get that off my chest. I felt guilty. I felt like I was misleading people. So, let's see here. Oh yeah, Huntsman, dude, Big Sexy is my favorite. That is my favorite lineup from favorite. But I like to throw my spinner baits on the Pro Series heavy, on the 7.3 Pro Series heavy, not the 7.6. That 7.6 is like a freaking broomstick. That's a heavy rod. But the heavy in the 7.3, it feels like a medium heavy, but it's got the backbone of a heavy. But I mean, I can feel everything on these spinner baits with that Pro Series. That's the V9 right there. I like the V9 a little bit better. So let's see here. What's up, Will? Appreciate it, man. It was an awesome feeling getting that deer. Awesome feeling, and she's super tasty, very tasty. We've been eating up on her since I got her. Sorry. Speaking of eating, I made some tacos, deer tacos. That whole hunt, it was a blast. I mean, I couldn't ask for anything better. We'd actually spooked a doe earlier in the day that snuck in on us. Nick was facing the north and a little bit to the west, and I was facing due east and trying to keep an eye on the south. And he was more so facing north and, slowly getting into his bag to pull a call out. And I hear this, and I turn around and I'm like, yeah, she walked within 20 yards of us and no idea. Had no idea. So it was a good another 2.5 hours before those other ones came in. And what it was, Josh had gotten up because Josh was getting cold and he was way over on the other side of this piece of land that we were on. And he was like, I'm going to start moving. I'm going to see if I can push some. I'm getting cold. Want to wake up. So Nick was like, I kind of want to stay still, but I kind of want to move. I mean, you guys probably saw that in the video. Talking about moving, talking about staying still. And we decided to move. And he went directly across the creek. I worked to the right, which was more southeast, and went across the creek. And when I came up the creek bottom, I heard him. Now, how I got this on camera, I don't know. I thought I turned the big camera off. I had left the big camera there because I said in the video, I'm going to leave all my stuff here. And we left all of our stuff. All we did was just carry the guns. And I had left all my stuff there, and I thought I turned the big camera off. And some stupid, dumb luck. I mean, it looks like I meant to do it, but no, I did not mean to do it. I was about 35 yards diagonal away from where the camera was. And I heard him, and I turned around, saw him, drop to a knee. I only saw the one. I saw the one that I shot, and I dropped to a knee. And the way I shoot when I'm like kneeling, I'll sit on my foot sideways and have my left knee up. And I looked over at Nick, and I told him to stop. And I come back and I look down the scope, and I think I'm looking at her, but I'm not sure. So I peek up above it. And by this point, they had us pegged. They saw us. One was looking directly at Nick. I think they were both looking directly at Nick, even though he couldn't see him. And I looked back down the scope, and that's when she blew. The other one that took off. And if you look at that, like slowing it down, my deer was turning to run when I squeezed that shot off. So it was incredible feeling. Incredible feeling. I was pretty pumped. Pretty pumped indeed. Let's see. Fishing Southeast just started doing some Christmas photography. Got some people lined up. Heck yeah. Good job. Lonzo, glad to have you back, man. Thank you, Bay Boy. Appreciate that. Yeah, the deer tacos. And they are ninjas. Yeah, I say deer tacos because all we did, what I just wanted to do just to make it quick and easy because we processed her that day. Field dressed her in the field and took her back, hung her up, and processed her that day. I just said, you know what? Let's keep the tenderloins, let's keep the heart, let's keep the back straps, and let's grind everything else up. So, I mean, I got close to, I think, 25, close to 30 pounds of meat off that little dough by grinding everything up. So it was pretty awesome. So okay, let's see here. Used to have a tandem spinnerbait, got no fish, and threw on a double willow and got a lot of big ones. Heck yeah. I don't know about tandems. Deer chili is the best for breakfast. Oh, yeah. Good idea. Good idea. Swim baits left of my neck. Let's see. We got a G-Rat right here. Big old G-Rat. Listen to this thing. Listen to that. It's got a knock in there as well as the clack. It is a top water, lipless wake bait. And this thing kicks out to the side. Yeah, it's got super sharp hooks. Like it a lot. Haven't thrown enough. I'm waiting to throw them. I've got some plans for that. Then I got a couple of bull shads, a couple of 6-inch bull shads, some slow sink, some fast sink. I've got old Patches here. Patches, my Spro Rat. Steve, the OK Fisherman, Pirate Steve, painted that for me. That was one of those radioactive looking bright pink and green Spro Rats that he painted for me. The dude did a killer freaking job on this rat. Look at that thing. Killer job. Then we got a evergreen. Oh man, that's been crazy. Got an evergreen Noisy Docks up here, a longtail Noisy Docks I got from Chris. Like I said, I got a lot of ideas. I got a lot of plans for big swim baits. I got a Weston Freddy the Frog up there. I got, what was that, the ABT Wagtail Carp, 316 swim baits. I got a big old 9-inch floating BD shad. Awesome action on these guys. If you don't want to pay for the bull shads, the BD shads are fantastic. I don't even know if they're still available or not. I've got a few of those still. And then I got some of the Beast Coast Creeps. Great swim baits. Brett, you got it. 100%. Fish in the Southeast had a turkey today. Heck yeah. Larry made some last week. What's up, Jeremy? How you doing, man? Yes. Love giant baits. Dude, I'm a sucker for some big freaking baits. And like I said, I mean, I got plans to throw them. I'm waiting to get the boat finished, though. It's kind of tough for me to go out and commit to throwing a big bait when I'm fishing with somebody else. And it's for selfish reasons. It's because I want to target a certain area. And if I'm fishing with somebody on their boat, I'm not going to say, hey, let's go sit over there. I need to throw this for a while. I'm not going to do that. I just want to fish, you know. But when I have the boat done, when I have that ability to go out on my own, that is when I will 100% go out with two of my big swim bait rods, sitting there just waiting for me to take them out and commit to throwing just some big baits and try and gain some more confidence in those. That's my plan for those. Let's fish. Oh, yeah, these are the 316. So 316 Rising Sun is what that is right there. Got a couple of those guys. These are some, I know a lot of those Texas guys. Big swim bait guys. Either love them or you hate them. Old Mickey. But I like them. I like them a lot. Haven't thrown them enough. Like I said, I just haven't committed time. Haven't committed the time to them. So, what is my favorite fall or winter bait? Considering the success I had last year, or I guess this year really, kind of last year and this year in winter, the A-Rig. That was an absolute killer. Otherwise, I'm going to have to go with, just a jig, like marinating a jig or a Texas rig. Fall's been weird. It's been really weird here. I've had a lot of success on wake baits or subsurface, like the Movement 80, not the wake version, but the Movement 80. That's been killer. I will throw this over a freaking lipless any day. I'll rip this over grass over a lipless any day. I'm not comfortable with lipless. Had a lot of success with square bills last year. I don't know that I have a specific favorite right now, though. It would really depend on the condition and the water that I'm fishing. Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a good question, but a tough one for me to answer right now. How did it feel to be Angler of the Week? I don't know what you're talking about. Forensic. Made a 2-ounce bluegill swim bait last month out of basswood. Heck yeah. Yeah, I knew you'd know about them, Huntsman. Rising Sun. Yep. Rising Sun. Dude, I'm telling you, I'm waiting. I honestly should be throwing them right now. But, it's like fishing one day and hunting the other day. That's what it is right now for me. I'm chasing some antlers now. Got the first deer out of the way, and now I'm chasing antlers. Not a trophy. Don't care. I just want to be able to get a buck and, then probably go out and try and harvest another doe, get some more meat. That's the key. That's been my thing. That's why I've wanted to hunt. I've wanted to harvest, a deer for meat. The antlers would just be, a cherry on top. That's what it is. But I do not care if it's trophy. I'm not going to go out and shoot, a spike or anything like that. I do believe in letting, deer mature. So we'll find out. We'll find out what we can do. Fishing Southeast likes S waiver. Yeah. When it comes to glide baits, the S waiver, it's one of the staples, but I think there's a lot better glide baits out there. The S waiver has got a lot of attention over the years. Like I said, it is one of the staples. It's probably one of the best ones, entry-level glide baits, but there are much better glide baits out there. I'm not one that's really thrown a lot of glide baits, but if you ever talk to Chris, that dude is a glide bait throwing fool and catches some freaking monsters on his glide bait. He really likes the Workhorse the best from 316. The Workhorse is his absolute favorite. Tim said, just got my Big Sexy today. Plus Tackle Direct has a Summit on sale for woo and Emperor for $150. I would go with the Emperor, dude. I've never thrown the Summit, but I have the Emperor. I got two of them. I have the spinning rod, and then I have the heavy version, which the spinning rod is right here. I would definitely go with the Emperor for that price. The Emperor feels great. It's a stout rod, and I think it's probably got a little more depth to it than the Summit does. But the Big Sexy, 100%. That's got to be my favorite line from Favorite, or the Big Sexy line. Oh, will do, Forensic. Appreciate that, man. Fish and hunt alternating, fall and south. Yep, 100%, man. And I will keep on fishing. I don't stop. I will not stop fishing ice, on the guides. I do not stop. Anybody who's been around the channel from the jump knows that I will go out and fish, in single degree temperatures. I'll suck it up. I'll hate every minute of it, but I'll love being out there fishing. I will do it. Okay, let me catch up here. Fishing Southeast says, every night I have about 7 does in my dad's field and 1 buck. Nice. No, no. Roman made mother. Dude, I don't know what you... There's no way. I'm not that hardcore. I'm not spending $500 on a glide bait. No way. No chance. Ever. Guys who do that just have got a lot of money. And that's more, yeah, no. Never. That's dumb. What's the best tiny rod? What do you mean, good sports? I'm confused, brother. I got something that can make your rod look bigger. I do have that. Freaking bona fide celebrity in the chat right now. That's good sports. I don't know if you guys I don't know if you guys know him. That's good sports. Brandon Perna. I went to high school with this guy, and he is huge on YouTube. Huge. The best sports commentator in the game. The guy, he's always been this way too. I feel like I'm like doing a hype video for you right now, bro. But like, he's always been this way ever since I can remember him in high school. Like, I mean, die hard freaking Broncos fan. But I mean, the guy has just made it to such a level on YouTube with sports commentary. And the way he does it, his production, everything is top freaking notch. You'll laugh your butt off. Go check him out. You have to. Even if you don't like sports, even if you don't follow him, he'll make you want to watch his show. It's just that. It's that freaking good. Summit's 2.8 ounces. Yeah, dude. I mean, the Summit's a great rod. The Summit is a great rod. I like the Emperor, 100%. So, John, I'll be working on Friday, man. I'll be working on Friday. Tim, thoughts on the 6 cents glide bait? Haven't tried it, man. Have not tried it. I would, I don't know. I mean, 6 cents makes good stuff, so I'm sure it's decent. I'm sure it's a decent glide bait. Have I ever used the Lucky Craft Pointer 180? No, I have not. Nope. I'm going to commit to throwing a jerkbait this year, specifically a freaking jerkbait. I threw them last year a little bit and caught some decent fish on them, but I'm going to go ahead and buck the system about jerkbait fishing. And this is, a lot of people will say that you have to throw it on, a medium action rod and all this other stuff, and a guy that's on the channel, I don't see him in here just yet, 84 Needleborn. He commented on the video on Monster Bass about, me saying that I throw a jerkbait on a heavy rod, and he was not being mean whatsoever. He was just trying to educate other people and saying, don't throw it on a heavy rod. I throw it on the Rush heavy. Now the Rush is definitely more so on the medium heavy side. It is not a heavy rod. It's a very soft tip. It's got a lot of good feedback on it. That's why I like to throw it on that. Now, I did say that I was throwing on 17-pound fluoro, which is entirely too heavy, but that's just what I had spooled up at the time. So I'm going to be committing to a whole lot more jerkbait fishing. So, yes, expensive gear is a luxury, not a necessity. 100%. Brandon, I appreciate you, man. And hey, dude, you come back or you come down to Oklahoma, I will teach you to hunt fish. We will hunt the fish together, 100%. Or I'll just come to Colorado and, we can hang out and hunt fish there. I don't know about hunting fish in Colorado, but we can do it. I will do it, 100%. There he is. 84 is in the house. No, dude, and like I was saying, you didn't mean anything negative by it. It was just what I didn't explain in that, which, by the way, this video is not about me being wrong about the jerkbait. If you guys are just hopping into the video, I was saying that I was wrong about the SV3. I did the Trash or Pass series on the SV3 and I gave it like a C. I said it's like, I've been throwing it, and I just think that day that I took it out and threw it, I was just not getting enough feedback because it was so freaking windy. I've taken it out and I've thrown it plenty of times since then. Tons of feedback. Great feeling spinnerbait. I still like the V9 better. But what I was saying, 84, Neilborn, is what I didn't explain and what I wasn't able to really cover in the Monster Bass video because I feel like I would be doing a favorite promo. And I'm not trying to do favorite promos. I'm not trying to do that whatsoever. But the Rush, if I had it in here, I would show it to you guys. The Rush, even though it's a 7.3 heavy, it is like a 7.3 medium heavy to medium. I mean, it is a very lightweight rod. It's not a rod that you want to throw big jigs on. It does not have the backbone for your thicker gauge hook jigs. I learned that the hard way with that rod. So that's why I like that rod in particular for throwing the jerk baits. The one I threw on last year, that I was throwing the jerk baits on last year, was the Big Sexy 7-foot heavy. And for me, the amount of snap that I had in that, because I'll be working more slack line on my jerk baits, so a lot more snap, responsiveness. And then on my hook sets, I'm not hooking them. I'm leaning into them. But again, this was stuff that I definitely should have covered in that video to not mislead people or try and, tell people like this is the setup that you need. That's what I was getting at, bro. Do you fish tournaments? I've fished some tournaments. What's up, Fishing Films? Get to Keystone Lake hopefully in 2 weeks. You fished it. Any tips? Honestly, dude. Okay, yeah. John G's already jumping in. Yeah. Check the wind on Keystone. There's ways that you can get out of the wind. I've fished Keystone. Not enough to give any kind of tips. I've fished it, but there's plenty of places that you can go to get out of the wind or out of the rough water from the wind. So. But right now, what I can tell you, target points and target the channels and going back. If you have any way to mark brush, do some offshore fishing. Me and Fishing Lone Star went to Dripping Springs, and what got it done there was, for me at least, and what we should have done more of, is just soaking Texas rigs on the brush piles or throwing swim baits over the brush piles. Right now, it's hard to tell what they're doing in Oklahoma. This weather has been so up and down. I mean, like today was a beautiful day, and we got a huge cold front coming in next week. So who knows? I mean, it's fishing, and we really don't know what they're going to be doing. Tim used the Pro Series 6.8 with an 8:1 gear ratio for jerk baits. Right on. Caught some on the dock demon yesterday. PB Striper. Let's see. No, and Neilborn, no, not at all, dude. No, I did not take it to heart. No, like I said, I know you, and if you're gonna doing videos like this and doing stuff like this, you cannot get butthurt over stuff like that. Like, I absolutely love when someone will come onto a video that I did over a year ago and talk about like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Well, yeah, I know. I didn't know what I was talking about a year ago. But that's when I usually make them feel dumb. I'm like, hey, good on you for getting on to me, being a brand new fisherman, brand new content creator a year ago, and not checking anything more recent to see how much I've learned since then. I just send it right back to them. What is the best cheap beginner swim bait? I'm telling you, if you can get the BD shads anymore, I got them. BD shad, Boy Ducket BD shad, I think is one of the best swim baits that you can get for cheap. For starting out, it is very similar to like your bowl shads, which like Catchco, Mike Buka came out and made, like the baby bull gill and the baby bull shad. Those are great. But to me, those aren't really swim baits. Those aren't swim baits. They're so small. To me, it's not really a swim bait. And even this is a small swim bait to me. But the BD shad, BD series, this guy right here, fantastic swim bait to start off with. You got, a magnet on there for your front hook. The treble is bent to sit flush on there. But great action on these guys. I think they're probably one of the best ones that I would say for beginner, for starting out, and budget friendly. The BD Shad. You can probably find those on Tackle Warehouse. Like I said, I don't know if they're still there or not. So, do you think an anchor is necessary for kayak fishing? Yes. Yes, I do. I do think an anchor is necessary. However, I will say from experience, do not get the claw anchor. Don't get the one that collapses up and then drops and expands out when you drop it down in there. And the reason I say that, I was out on a lake, and for you Oklahoma guys, I was out on Big Selma, and I was over by the trees, and I dropped my anchor down. It was tethered to my boat, and that claw anchor got stuck under a tree limb. So I wasn't able to pull it up. And the wind was kicking so hard that day that my yak was tipping. I mean, it was dragging me backwards, and it was tipping because my anchor was, tied down. So I had to pull myself back enough and cut my anchor off. So I would say get like a kettlebell. A kettlebell will do you wonders. But I do think they are necessary for kayak fishing, especially if you want to just sit and work a spot, 100%. And that's if you're not working with a motor, if you're not working with a pedal drive system or anything like that. Even pedal drive system, an anchor is going to come in really handy. But, yeah, I would say 100%. Chicken leg frog lure in the background. That is the Weston Freddy the Frog. And I did change the hook on this guy. Weston Freddy the Frog, wake bait. This stinger hook is absolutely pointless, just so you guys know. Absolutely pointless. But I did hang another hook on there. I actually changed the hooks. I think these are like size 2 hooks. I can't remember. We put some owners on there. But that is Freddy the Frog from Weston. All right, let me get caught back up here. I'm going to say you can learn more from a guide in one day than you can in 3 months fishing alone. That's a fact. Bought BD Shad because you... Yep. Yeah, they were $8. Okay. Yeah, definitely need an anchor. 100%. Sunshine, I've yet to use an anchor, but I definitely recommend it too. What's up, Sunshine? Yes, an anchor, spike system, something to hold you in place. 100%. I mean, it's probably, if I'm talking like you're going to go out and get a kayak, what's the first thing you need to get after you get your kayak, after you get your PFD and your paddle? You need an anchor. Something to hold you in place. You need that. Like, I mean, you will get so incredibly frustrated with the drift in a kayak if you're not able to just sit still. It is one of the most frustrating things. Kayak fishing is a blast, but it can be extremely frustrating too if you are not properly equipped for that. What are your favorite colors for dirty water and vegetation? I would say like probably Bama bug is one of them. I like June bug a lot too. I know everyone says black and blue. I like to do things a little bit different. But if it's dirty water and I know there's grass around there, Bama bug is one of the best ones. I think it's really overlooked. The green pumpkin that's in there, a lot of your Bama bug is going to be, two-sided. Green pumpkin, then, more like a June bug, more like a purple underneath. Bama bug is definitely one of them. It depends on the time of the year, but Alabama craw is great as well, especially, if you know what your craws are molting to. That is a really good one as well. Yeah, I mean the baby bull shad, like I said, I mean I've got one sitting up, I've got one hanging up there. The baby bull shad is great. It's just I don't personally consider it a swim bait. I know it is a swim bait, but if we're talking about swim baits, since we've been talking about big baits, the BD shad, 100%. Yeah, California 420 is really good too. Cali crawl, California crawl, that's a sleeper. So, are there any other kayak accessories you would recommend for a kayak? It depends, man. It really does depend on what you're trying to do. You know, paddle, PFD, anchor. I would definitely say if you don't have a rod holder in the front, you know, like Old Towns have got the rod holders in the front. I would definitely say add one to the front. So when you land a fish, you can put that rod in the rod holder, angled towards the front of the boat, and you've got easier access to your line and the fish that way. It's a lot easier than having that rod pointed back or hanging off the boat. Have you got anything on Freddy the Frog? No, I have not, brother. And that's really just because I haven't really committed to it. Like I was saying, with all these big baits that I've got, I'm waiting until the boat is finished to go out there and really commit time to throwing just the big baits. But no, I have not personally. Ow, dang, I just stuck myself in that freaking hook. Do I prefer chatterbait or spinnerbait? Chatterbait, 100%. 100% of the time. No adult beverage cooler, not for me. I usually just take a couple of monsters and throw them in the cup holders. Fish in the Southeast, talking about a milk crate. I mean, yeah, I think that's kind of. I don't say milk crate because to me it's just kind of a no-brainer. You got to have a crate in there. You got to have some kind of tackle storage system. Ooh, Dirty Sanchez. I just like the name of that, John. I just like the name of that bait. Oh, yeah. So that's about it. What questions you guys got for me? I feel like I ran out of everything that I was going to talk about. I had things to talk about. I feel like I really did. Covered jerk baits. I covered what I was wrong about. This guy. I was wrong about this guy. I like him. I like him a lot. Haven't caught anything on him yet. I like this guy better. But again, going back to that video, talking about prices, if you're going to go out and buy a spinnerbait and it's your first time throwing a spinnerbait, I do not recommend buying one of these. If it's your first time getting a spinnerbait, more than likely you're going to lose it. So don't go out and spend, upwards of $15 on a spinnerbait if it's your first time throwing them. Don't do that. It's not worth it. You just get mad and it'll ruin your fishing day. But I do like those spinnerbaits a lot. I'd like to know why you prefer chatterbait. I'm somewhat new to it. Caught hunters on spinnerbaits. See, now that is why I prefer a chatterbait. I've had more luck on a chatterbait than a spinnerbait. Spinnerbait was never my wheelhouse. It was really kind of this year, this late summer and fall, that I decided to start committing more time to a spinnerbait. Why I like the chatterbait better, I think it's just simply a confidence thing. If you have more confidence in a spinnerbait than you do a chatterbait, stick with the spinnerbait. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm not going to sit there and tell anybody, you have to throw this. You have to throw a chatterbait. This is why it's so much better than a spinnerbait. I think every bait has its place. Every bait, the type of bite that they're on, I don't know. I'm not going to say you have to throw a chatterbait over a spinnerbait. I have more confidence in a chatterbait. I've thrown a lot of different ones, and my absolute favorites are the jackhammers. I like them a lot better than the Thunder Cricket. I like them a lot better than the OG Z-Man chatterbaits. I get a lot better feedback on them. I can burn them. They stay true. Rip them out of grass really easy. I just have had a lot more luck on chatterbaits than spinnerbaits. That is why I say that. I think it really comes down to confidence and preference. I don't think there's a right or wrong answer for, why throw a spinnerbait over a chatterbait. I know, Texas. I know. Larry asks if I've ever fished for reds. No, I have not. They're on the bucket list, though. 100%. Chatterbait, grass, spinnerbait, wood, or rock. John, see, I've had a lot of luck on these in grass. That's all I'm saying, man. Like, I mean, I know guys that will sit there and stroke a chatterbait like a freaking jig and hammer them, in any kind of condition. So they're both very versatile baits. I will say, though, if we're talking about that, I think the chatterbait is probably more versatile. Simply saying that. Talking about letting it sit, stroking it, working like a jig. You're going to get, a different action out of it, a different vibration out of it. It's going to hit the lateral line differently. So, favorite color for the BD, Shad? Dude, I will sit there and say baby bass. When it comes to swim baits, baby bass or bluegill are my favorite patterns. 100%. Even like in a predominantly shad lake, I'll still probably throw a baby bass over a shad. Could be dumb, but I have a lot of confidence in baby bass patterns. That's what I really do prefer. I've got so many different baby bass pattern lures up there, hard baits. So, favorite chatterbait trailer. Last year it was definitely the Rage Menace. The Rage Menace. Where are they? I don't know where they are. But this year I've been throwing that 6 Sense Divine swim bait and having a lot of luck on that. And what I've been throwing is the little 3.2 inch. I think it really depends on your forage. The Rage Tail, the Menace, that twin tail grub, that has got a whole different kind of action to it, a different kick, especially if you rig it vertically. That did catch me my first new PB this year. Caught me like 7.5 pounder on the B Height Delight jackhammer. So, but yeah, I've been throwing the little swim bait trailers on there this year, just trying to change it up, trying to learn different things and do different things. Do you use a trailer on your spinner baits? No, I have not, Sunshine. I have not. And I know that, I actually was thinking out loud the other day when I was fishing. I could probably get them, if I threw a trailer on some of these spinner baits, you're probably going to have better luck at them hanging on longer. But all the fish that I've caught, everything that I've done on this with these spinner baits have been no trailer. And the only reason I've done that is because in the Trasher Pass series, I've wanted to go out and just fish these like you went to the store and you're going out and you're fishing it immediately. You didn't get a trailer to go with it. You didn't get anything else to go with it. You just want to go pick one up and you go out there and throw it. So that's what the Trasher Pass series kind of is to give you my first impressions of it. And then kind of like today, coming back and saying, hey, I was wrong about this guy. I do like this guy quite a bit. So that's all I have to say about that. Okay. Lonzo, dude, you're going to get nothing but honesty from me. Anybody here will tell you that. Anything. I hate throwing chatterbaits. I have zero confidence in them. I throw it on, take it off for 5 minutes because I can't find the way they feel. Can't stand the way they feel. Oh, okay. Hey, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you don't like the way it feels, then you're not going to have confidence in it. So don't throw it. If you have more confidence in a freaking spinnerbait, throw that throw that thing. 100%. I will never knock on anybody for, saying like, I don't like chatterbaits. Okay, that's cool. If that's your style, fish your style. Fish to your strengths. 100% of the time. Always do that. Always do that. Read the paddle tail trailer upside down for better action. Yeah, I did hear about that. I watched that video, Blue Dragon. I did. And I did not do that, actually. But I do think the Chatterbait is definitely more versatile. You can do more things with it. Let's see here. Larry, yeah, I will be coming to Texas. Don't worry. I've already got that in the works. So some kind of frog in your upper corner of the pegboard. Yes, that is Freddy the Frog from Weston. It's a wake bait, big old double treble with a stinger hook wake bait. That's what that is. Freddy the Frog. Haven't caught anything on. David, live from Wichita. Oh, that's my hometown. I grew up there. Anthony said I would throw so much dumb stuff just because I have confidence. Hey, dude, if it catches you fish, then that's what matters, man. That's what matters. For some reason, I never lose a cheap original chatterbaits when fishing. Then have my line break 2 times when throwing a thunder cricket. Oh, that's the worst. Yeah, like if you, I've been there. I've been there. I was there last year a lot. I don't know what knot you tie. I like the San Diego Jam. That's the knot that I tie on almost everything. That or a Palomar. But San Diego Jam has always been my knot, and I have pulled up freaking trees and stumps with that knot. So I know the Palomar's strong, but I've got so much confidence in the freaking San Diego Jam. David, I don't care, man. $3, I appreciate that. He said I'd give 30, but I'm broke. You and me both, bro. You and me both. I appreciate that. Oh, lost an A-rig on Sunday. Get a lure hound. If you're on a boat, get a lure hound or a lure retriever. I actually pulled Oki Outdoor Adventures. John, he got his A-rig stuck in a freaking brush pile, and I was able to get it out with a lure hound. So they work. They're worth it, 100%. It takes some time to learn it, but you sit there and you just keep working it, and you'll get that freaking lure out of there. Lure hound. If you have a boat, that's another accessory for a kayak. That'd be a little bit tough without an anchor. But yeah, like if you are on the water and you're able to be mobile on the water, go get a lure hound if you don't feel like losing stuff. Z-Man Razor Shad, that's a trailer that I want to try out. Yeah, you can't mix Z-Man with any other baits. No. No, you cannot. How do you fish the BD Shad? Depends on if you get the slow sink or, the float, whatever it may be. But a lot of times with those swim baits, it's going to be a slow crawl with an occasional reel pump on there to give a little bit of fleeing action. Yep. So Huntsman said, I use trailers on my spinner baits, but you have to be careful. You can jack the balance if not. Hate spinner baits, but all my confidence in the swim baits. Good. What is my favorite Senko? I would have to say, if it's not just the good old-fashioned Yamamoto Senko, I'm going to go with the Strike King Ochos. I like those a lot. I like the Ocho a lot. That's a good skipping Senko. But yeah, if it's not just a straight Yamamoto, it's going to be an Ocho. Now, you talk to John, it's going to be the Yum Dinger all day. John G. Yum Dinger. Later, Southeast. Blue Drake, yes. No, I got some buddies in North Carolina. Some old Army buddies in North Carolina. I do plan on coming there, 100%. I love spinner baits. They come through cover great and hold up well in toothy critters. I wish we had more toothy critters here. I'd like to catch some toothy critters. Jeremy, I know. I will let you know. C-Man elastics can't be stored outside of anything but the original package. Dissolve, even separated from other lures. Yep. That's a fact. Got to keep those Z-Mans in the Ziplocs. What's up, Bass Bait? Lonzo, appreciate that, man. Never had a uni knot. Dude, now the uni knot is what I use for my leader knots. I do a double uni for my leaders, like on my spin rod. I'm trying to remember what I tied a leader on. I haven't thrown one of those in a while, but I use a double uni on my spin rod for my braid fluoro. Oh, David, yeah, that would be something. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to happen. Unfortunately, I do not think it's going to happen. But yeah, that would be. Never had a union knot break. Oh, okay. I got you. I got you. Yep. Yeah. Only the line, dude. And that's, I take that back. I've done the double uni and then I tied. This is actually a blood knot. See how long it's been since I've thrown this freaking thing? I put a blood knot on this guy. I think I like the blood knot a little bit better because the guides are so small on these favorite rods, but the blood knot came through a lot better on the guides of those micro guides and the spinning rods. So there he is, Yum Dinger. Ned rig or shaky head? Ooh, that's a good one. That is a good one. Oh, Sunshine asked me about the bait ball. No. The bait ball, I'm not a big fan of live target. I'm not a big fan of lunker hunt. So no, I have not. Ned rig or shaky head? Dude, I like the Ned rig. I've had more luck on a Ned rig, but again, they both had their place. I really would prefer, and I like the EWG style Neds. If I'm going to throw something, if I have an option to not throw an exposed hook, that's what I'm going to go with, 100%. Because I hate getting hung up. I hate getting snagged. That is my least favorite thing about fishing. So if I can throw anything with not an exposed hook, that's what I'm going to go with. But I do like the Ned rig. I do like it a lot. Oof is right, Blue Dragon. Dude, hey, miracles can happen. But I think that's what it's going to need. Oh, man. 4-5. Now, Neilborn, I got to ask you, 84, do they make a smaller size in the Razor Shad? Because I like the smaller size when it comes to trailers lately. And that's because, and I got a video coming out. I have the Stealth Blade, the Jackhammer Stealth Blade. I got a Trasher Pass coming out on that. And I had better luck with the 3.2 Divine rather than the, what is it, like 4 point? It's right here. I got some right here. What size are these? 4.4. And that's because, well, I'm not going to give you guys too much about the stealth blade right now. I got to talk about it in the video. I'll explain why. And I'm glad I'm doing so many of those videos because I remember things that I wish I would have touched on the first time so I can come back and do it better on the next one. Let's see here. We got 29 people in here, 19 thumbs up. I appreciate that. Anthony, yeah. Honestly, I'll be straight up with you guys. I am trying to stay away from the whole politics thing. It's all over my Facebook thing. It's all over my Facebook, and I'm trying to stay off of it. And it's mainly just because some of my family members want somebody else to win, somebody more so than I would like to see. So I'm staying out of it. Too many arguments have happened, and I just try not to. I try not to get into that. I just want to talk fishing, talk hunting, and share what kind of knowledge that I don't have. Speaking of knowledge that I don't have and that somebody does have, serious anglers in the house. Bailey's here. That dude has got a lot of knowledge. You guys need to go check him out. One of the best podcasts that's out there, too. I was on there twice, but since I use favorite rods, now he doesn't like me anymore, so he won't bring me back on. I'm just kidding. I'm playing. Too much grass where I live for any bottom baits. Yeah, it's tough. But that's where I'm saying, now I've got a lot of grass too, and I've had some really good luck on jigs. You just got to find the right kind of jig for it. You really do. Bass bait hadn't gone fishing at all this week. Dude, that's tough. That is tough. Okay. Any more deer videos coming? Yes. 100%. I'm actually going this weekend. Going back out this weekend. If I still had a snake, I'd say 100%, man. If I still had a snake, I would say ship me a rodent because I would feed it, unless you're talking about like a bait. But I don't think so. Yeah, blue dragon. That's what I'm saying, man. Sunshine likes the Ned rig. Got a lot of Ned rig lovers in here. I still love you too, Bailey. 100%, bro. I'm ready to come back when you are. I'm ready to come back. We can call out Yak Pack on the next one. That dude's ghosted me. He said we'll hype it in November. He said that he wanted to do a 1v1 virtual slam against me, and now he's ghosting. I think he's scared. I think he's straight up scared. I mean, I don't have golf course ponds to go to. I don't live in Florida. I don't have any of that stuff, So I don't know what he's scared for, but the dude just went poof, vanished. Wants nothing to do with it now. Do I like buzzbait? Heck yeah, I like buzzbait. David, I had a blood python. I had ball python. I had a Burmese python. I've had multiple ball pythons. I had an emerald tree boa as well. So, yeah, I've had a lot. I love snakes. Freaking love snakes. I don't think so because the 4-5 actually lines up perfect with Chatterbait. Anything smaller. Now, yeah, but I mean, 84. I'll cover that, and I'll tell you why I'm saying that. Yes, let's talk finesse bullets. I need to check out the finesse bullets. Apparently, Razor Shad was made. Yeah, I know, and like Chris loves the Zaco, or not the Zaco. No, it's the Lake Fork. Oh, what the heck is that thing? It's the Lake Fork version of the Zaco. That's what he throws on all of his chatterbaits. He freaking kills it. So, from top to bottom grass. Ooh, that sounds like a dream come true, man. I love grass lakes. Freaking love grass lakes. Later, sunshine. Frank, what's up, dude? Made it with like 3 minutes left. Dude, Yak Pack is that guy. He said, I want to make sure that it aligns with the kind of content I want. That dude put out a video today that wasn't even his own video. He put out that video about the kayakers, getting swallowed by the whale, almost swallowed by that humpback whale. That's not even his video. I don't know how he got it. I don't even know if he's going to run into copyright issues or what. That is not his video. I freaking saw that thing like 2 days ago on Facebook. And now he's posting up on his own. Oh, man. Yak fears OWA. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah. Painting Pikachu lures. Going fishing tomorrow at Sahoma. Dude, good luck, Todd. I have not fished Sahoma. I've gone out there and I end up at Pretty Water. I go out there to fish and I end up at Pretty Water almost every time. I don't know why, but good luck, man. Hope you have fun. Let's see. You got a pond on public land that has grass, no full top to bottom, very little open water north of Lake Bartlesville. Ooh, Russell, I would like to fish that. Best lake in the state for fishing. Ooh, that's tough. Depends on what you're fishing for. Are you fishing for, smallmouth, striper, white bass? Are you wanting, like, big fish, numbers? It really depends. I 100% believe that a new state record is in Dripping Springs. I do believe that. Broken Bow, Cedar. I mean, there's so many lakes here. That's a tough one, man. That really is a tough one. Pretty Water's closed right now. Oh, trout stock last weekend. That's why I need to get back out there. I'm ready for that. Oh, look at my fish stuff thinking how I've never thrown a fluke on the back of. Yep, that would be. David, you're the man. Dude, I've been roasting him. That's why he actually reached out to me. I called him out on Instagram so much. I called him out on YouTube. I called him out on Instagram, and he finally got back with me, and he was like, what do you want to do? Like a 1v1 virtual? And I was like, yeah, let's do it. Let's hype it up. Let's have some fun. Let's go Monster Bass Slam, see who can do it the fastest. And that's it. He said, I got to make sure it aligns. I'm getting out and doing YouTube full time. I got to make sure it aligns with the content that I want to put out. I was like, okay. I mean, I get it. I'm a nobody. Compared to you, I'm a nobody. But the simple fact is, he did say, let's shoot for November. We'll start it up. And no word yet. So I'm going to go back to getting on him about it. And he's either going to do it or he's not. So Alex caught his PB in Oregon. Heck yeah. Congrats. Oh, what snake did I own? Like I said, I own a blood python. I've owned 5 ball pythons, Burmese python, red tail, Colombian red tail, emerald tree boa. I've had a lot of different snakes. Like I said, I freaking love them. What's up, Brett? Pawnee, Oklahoma. Let's see here. Chatterbait, the fluke on the chatterbait is nice. Numbers probably. Okay. Let me think here. A good numbers lake in Oklahoma. That can handle pressure. Mike, that's a tough one. Mike, hop on a Tulsa Kayak and get in touch with those guys. What do I have on my shirt here? Has that been on my shirt all night? What the heck is that? Where'd it go? What was that? Oh, it was right here. Baby wipe. Yeah. Dad life. Dude, Mike, a fun lake to go to, like right now where you can definitely go rip a chatterbait, New Beggs Lake. It's got limited access, but it's great access for a kayak, and it is a very manageable lake for a kayak. Go check out New Beggs. Yeah, dude. Get on Yak Pack. See if he wants to do this or not. I mean, he's got nothing to lose. I got nothing to lose. It's just nobody, like, really wants to get down and have, like, challenges. But now all of a sudden he's putting out, like, voting on his Instagram ever since, I talked to him about that. I don't even know what it's about. You can't even vote. I don't know. Yeah, Mike, definitely check out New Beggs. Check out New Beggs. Dan, just don't fall in. Brett, I've only fished Lone Chimney twice. What's up, Harley? Only fished Lone Chimney twice and did not do that well. I want to get back there again. Like the big thing that's holding me up right now is finishing the boat. I got to finish that little boat up as soon as I get that done. David, dang. I think at 10,000 fish, Yodo worm. Yeah, dude, the Yodo worm does look like a good one for chatterbaits. 100%. It's something different, something that Harley, I know. I know. In fact, you know what we're going to do? We're just going to, take that. Yeah, Harley. Let's keep them quiet. Definitely will, Brett. Definitely will. Dude, I mean, I'm ready to do some challenges. I really am. I think, like I said, once I get the boat, because it's tough for me to go out and do a challenge when I'm fishing with somebody else. It really is tough. That's not. It's pretty much saying, hey, drive me around in your boat while I do this challenge. And I'm not. Again, I'm not that guy. I will not be that guy. I'm not going to do it to somebody. So, yeah. Oh, the Sakoshi bug. I like the Sakoshi bug for the Ned rig. That's a dang good bait for Ned rig, John G. You know what, Huntsman? Sooner fishing. I don't know if it's sooner fishing, if it's the same sooner fishing or not. Um, but yeah, that guy, like I don't know what happened. He just kind of like fell off because we used to talk, and then I don't know if I upset him or what it was. don't, I don't know. Have to message me on Instagram about that. So let's see here. Oh man, wife is calling me and someone's awake. I think Lawson's awake. So this is kind of like his ritual lately. Lawson will usually go down and go to bed around 8 o'clock, and then usually around like 10:30, wakes up, probably because his diaper's wet and he wants that off of him. But then we go in and we wrestle and play for a long time, wear him back out and put him back down. So, all right, guys. Yeah, Mike, reach out to Tulsa Kayak. Todd's gonna hook you up, but definitely check out new bags. Don't fall in, like Dan said. Don't fall in. Yeah, Jeremy. That's what I figured. You just kind of, like I said, fell off. Old lady and I are in quarantine. Dude, that just means you can get out easier. Get out there. Don't let that hold you back, Carly. Don't let that hold you back. Guys, I gotta go. I gotta get out. I want to go be a dad now. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I appreciate every single one of you. Hey, we appreciate the contributions to the channel, man. That means a lot. Gonna help me get some new baits to try out for Trash or Pass. That's pretty much what I'm doing. Like, you guys want to ever contribute? That's what it's going to. It's going to a new bait to try out for the new Trash or Pass. That's it. I'm done. I'm out of here. Thanks, guys. Wish me luck this weekend. Going back out after some deer. We'll see how it goes.